Having a really hard time. I'm ready for bed. A really hard time figuring out that Nancy Guthrie mystery or hoax or whatever it may be. I mean, obviously, I hope that she's returned home soon. But you know what? Um, I'm just picking up bits and pieces of it, and none of it makes sense, as we all know. Then we got TMZ involved. They got the um, supposed kidnappers asking TMZ for, um, I guess they submitted the ransom notes to TMZ. I mean, what was that old, the airplane, what was that, the Goodyear blimp or whatever, what was that old story where the kid was kidnapped out of the crib? Oh my gosh, they never found out. It was old. It was so old it's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to have to look it up. But they're very rich. They're a very wealthy family. And I don't even know if they ever solved that mystery. But anyways, Nancy, when they went to drop her off, when the son-in-law dropped her off or whatever, and a lot of people are saying, well, she shouldn't have been Ubering. She shouldn't have been doing this. And I've already said my piece on what I feel about the family's responsibility and all this. But here's the thing. When some women, like myself, per se, like to remain independent as long as they can. And so her taking an Uber there, families have other engagements and things like that. I mean, I don't know. But might as well hop in an Uber. It was 10 minutes away. Her daughter's house was 10 minutes away. So, if she's independent, like, you don't need to depend on everybody for everything all the time. So I really don't see a problem with that. But now, okay, so the son-in-law was driving her home, and apparently the way I don't know if it's the cameras or what the situation was, but it clocks her in the garage, pardon me, supposedly, allegedly, when her son drops her off at the garage and she gets out and goes inside before he backs out again. That timestamp is only 2 minutes long. She supposedly, she was mobile, but she had some mobility issues because I guess she has her cane. And let me tell you, as knowing family members that have a cane, it didn't take her 2 minutes to get out of the car and into her house. Not even on her best day did it take her 2 minutes. Hell, it even would take me longer than 2 minutes to get out of a car in a garage into my house. So I don't think that he even ever dropped her off at home. That's the only thing that I can figure out right now. Again, this is all alleged. But the only thing that's popping out at me right now is that detail that he obviously drove to the home and made it look like he dropped her off, but she wasn't in the car. But I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. I don't understand his bandmate. I don't understand that the authorities interviewed the son-in-law. All it is adding up to me is a really botched investigation, because I don't know. I, like many other people, are ready to go and find that lady myself if she's here somewhere to be found, because it's mind-boggling that this has gone on for 2 weeks. With the surveillance and the resources that are available, that this has gone on this long, it's actually infuriating to see it in the news, because it's like, she just didn't disappear into thin air. And all the surveillance everywhere, all the stores they had to drive past, nobody caught nothing. I don't believe it. But anyways, like I said, I don't think she was in the car. I'm going to pin it back again, alleged, all that other stuff. I'm getting the feeling that she wasn't. There's no way. No way. Even if she, I don't know if she had arthritis or whatever. I know she had a pacemaker. There is no way it took her 2 minutes to get out of the car, into the garage, and into her home in 2 minutes. There's no way. And, usually you would make sure that your elderly people are in the house, right? Like if someone drops me off, no matter what time of day it is, they make sure I get in the house, right? If you drop your friend off, you make sure that they get in, because I don't know, just a human thing to do. They might be a grown person, and of course they know how to work a key, but you just kind of, it's just a common thing to just make sure they got in all right. So either he didn't even make sure she got in and left her in the garage, and then she got taken, or he never dropped her off at all. That's my 2 cents. I don't usually comment on crime and things like this, but this case is just really getting to me and a lot of other people. Good night.